Mohammed bin Sulayem hopes that there will be at least 3 races directors at the start of 2023 Formula 1 season. The FIA president also does not seem to rule out a possible return of Michael Masi to the grid. When Charlie Whiting passed away suddenly ahead of the Australian Grand Prix in 2019, Masi was appointed as the replacement race director. He didn't have much time to prepare, so he had to get started right away. Last season in particular, there was a lot of criticism in the Australians' choices. This culminated in the grand final in Abu Dhabi, where some highly controversial decisions were made at the end of the season. Masi was sidelined and replaced by 2 new race directors, Niels Wittich and Eduardo Freitas. "I didn't dump Masi," Sulayem told. "He was personally overwhelmed by his job. He was both the safety deputy and the race director. He made a mistake," said the FIA president, explaining that Masi is still part of the organization. "It's not like we said this would mean the end of Masi at the FIA," he added. "I don't do that sort of things. I even support the people who didn't vote for me. We don't look at individuals but at the whole operation itself." The former rally driver says he does not know Masi very well. The decision was made by the World Council. It was a human error on Michael's part. "I spoke to him a few days ago," revealed Sulayem, who seems to be hinting at Masi's possible return to the F1 grid. "I have no problem with him. I don't hate anyone. Michael is still there, and maybe we can use him. We're open to anything." The Arab explains that Formula 1 needed change, but that the new structure is not yet as it should be. "Our race structure was not well organized. Although we have brought in 2 new race directors, I would not say we're already well done. It's not like you can go to a supermarket and ask for more stewards. You need hard, honest, and tolerant people." One of the solutions Sulayem has in mind is to bring in more rally drivers. These people, he says, have the necessary skills for the role of race director. "We need a recruiting campaign. The purpose of the campaign is clear. The lack of people within the FIA has to be adapted. Ideally, I would like to have 3 race directors early next year." Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff have both reacted angrily to suggestions that F1 race director Michael Masi could make a return. The Australian was sacked in February as part of the fallout from last year's controversial title decision in Abu Dhabi, replaced by Eduardo Freitas and Niels Wittich, who shared the race director role in the alternate Grand Prix. Masi's departure came after considerable pressure from Mercedes and was seen at the time as recognition. He had failed to correctly apply the rules during the restart in the final lap of last season's final race. But over the weekend, bin Sulayem suggested there may be a way back for Masi, who has yet to be given his new position just a few months after he was axed as race director. "Michael is here, and we could use him," the FIA president told. "We're open to anything." Bin Sulayem's comments have quickly become the talk of the town in the paddock in Hamilton, who has questioned the future in F1 after the controversial end of the Abu Dhabi GP, is astonished by suggestions Masi could make a return. He immediately spoke to his closest advisors after the quotes emerged in a series of urgent phone calls and is said to have reacted angrily to bin Sulayem's comments. Similarly, Mercedes boss Wolff is said to be furious and has already made his strong opposition to Masi's reintegration known internally. Mercedes has refused to comment publicly on bin Sulayem's comments, while the FIA's president is said to be reluctant to engage in another fight with them. It was Wolff and Hamilton who led the call for a review into the conclusion of the Abu Dhabi GP, which saw the 7-time F1 champion become a sitting duck after Masi's unprecedented interpretation of the safety car rules allowed Max Verstappen to put on fresh tires for the final lap. Let me know your thoughts about Masi's return to Formula 1, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button to not miss any Formula 1 news.